Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John Sisbania, Trudeau. Welcome to As Far As the Eye, a gorgeous, super chilled out, turn and hexagon based strategy game which everybody's sing along now. I've had my eye on for a while, but plot twist, while I was just chilling out, keeping my eye on the game, they emailed me saying, John, we would like to pay you money to make a sponsored video. To which I replied, well, I did have my eye on the game anyway, to be honest, and I do enjoy money, so this is going to work out beautifully. So, if you like what you see, there is a link in the description below. Let's flipping go. When I say this game is super chill and relaxed and whatever, what I mean is you're going on a road trip with your beautiful, massive, mammoth buffalo thing here because you need to make it to the eye. You're home because the waters are rising, and if you don't make it there, you're going to disappear into the fade. Now, that's a very cutesy way of saying, oh bloody heck, there's a massive great tidal wave coming, get to safety or you're going to die. But like, you know, cuter, and with more bouncing llamas in the foreground. You see, there it is, the eye. You can tell it's good because it sits on the greatest king of all hexagons. But to get there, we need to go over, you know, some smaller, more inferior hexagons, which is very, very tragic indeed. So, basically, what we've got to do is make our way along this path, but we have got a choice. Going to these locations is going to cost some resources, representing, like, I don't know, maybe there's like, you know, a downed bridge or something, or it's a long way. So therefore, you need to spend a certain amount of wood or wool to go this way to rebuild the bridge, or this is a very long way, so it's going to take, you know, a fair bit of food. So you need to sacrifice some grain on that occasion, or down over here, yeah, some actual supplies and some stone as well. Now, you're not committed. I can kind of, you know, say I'm going to do this one, then just change my mind depending on what I see, because there might be different resources dotted about in this part of the world, and the workers I'm playing as might have different skills and natural aptitudes. We got some forests and jungles right here, and we have got all the flipping llamas in the world too. Absolutely beautiful. So, okay, imagine what you're seeing right now is the cutest game of StarCraft 2 that you've ever witnessed. Because this lovely guy, my Chuki, as he is apparently called, he is basically a floating command center. So my first task is to figure out where we're going to make him settle, because that's going to be the base of my operations. That's going to be very important going forward. So I can send him on a journey to scout out more of this little map. Or I can say, you know what, I'm happy with what I'm seeing. I think we should settle right here. As you can move around pretty easy, let's just move him a little bit in this direction, just to get a bit more visibility. So, okay. We've discovered a sacred site down here, so that could be some good free stuff. We've definitely got some remains over here. So again, that's another location we can explore and interact with down the line. We've also got a rhinophilo over here. I know he might look a little bit intimidating, but he's actually a cuddle bug, because everything in this game is basically a cuddle bug. I think with what we know now, this spot right here in the centre, that is just fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to settle right there. So having carried us and all of our stuff all this way, yes, right now my caravan gets to have a little bit of a snooze, meaning it's now up to us who were riding around on his back. The 3 pupils I'm now commanding. So, we know we wanted wood, and we've got wood right here. So what you do is click on the forest and tell one of these guys to go and get some flipping wood, which is marvellous. And you know what? There's another forest right here. You go and do precisely the same. Spectacular. Meanwhile, my third person, yes, because only one person can work one tile at a time, you would go and get us some food. This is basic food you can get on with eating. So, if we now move time on, you'll see, yes, things are very cute. Because right now, these guys are just in their basic pupil form, but they change form depending on what job they're doing. So now, they all go into basic gatherer mode, because that's what they're doing. They're doing basic gathering. And to be a basic gatherer, you're a bear. Because bears are good at gathering, I suppose. I'm not a bear specialist, but you know what? That sounds vaguely workable to me. So they're going to spend a bit of time doing a spot of gathering. So you're going to take 2 turns to do that. You're going to take 2 turns to do that. You're going to take 2 turns to do that. So luckily we've got plenty of time. The water's not hitting for another 197 turns. So we got plenty of time. Just gather some stuff, and they've got it. It gets hung on balloons because everything in this game is adorable, and they bring it back to the caravan. Beautiful. So straight away, we have got ourselves big old piles of stuff coming in. We have got a bit of food coming in. We have got ourselves some wood coming in. Lovely. So with each trip yielding about 40 wood, we're already most of the way towards wood. There's llamas everywhere, so we might just want to get working on them too. But oh wait, no, you can't. So basic resources you can just pick off the ground, but plenty of stuff you're going to be needing more advanced buildings. So yeah, you've got to be balancing competing demands in this game. One of your demands is gather enough resources to move on before the water hits. However, another demand is, yeah, to get certain resources, you're gonna need to invest. So, for example, yes, you, my friend, how about what we do is you get down a basic building. So, a pasture will allow you to, you know, harvest these lovely, lovely llamas. So with that wood we've gathered, you start work on that. Building will take just a couple of turns to get done. And yes, you turn into a building bird. Though everything's kind of done by magic in this game. Like, you'll notice they're not actually, you know, chopping down wood. They don't have axes or anything. They just sort of pray towards the forest and wood just sort of comes to their hands because everything is chill and lovely. Like, this person's not even bothering to pick berries off the ground. They're just sort of praying and magicking and the berries are popping up. And with that in play, we can now start working on wool. So you in a moment are now going to change over to, yes, a different dress. That is now your growing dress. So you can tell kind of what people are doing just at a glance by how they're dressed. And you are just going to gather up a little bit of wool, bring it back to this building, and now we've got wool coming in as well. Now that's all spectacular. So those are the first two priorities. But of course there's a third big one, which is once you're down on the ground, you start consuming food at a very fast rate. And yeah, we started off with like 1,400. We're down to 1,000 already. So we're gonna be needing some food. Like, lots of food. Like, sooner rather than later. And you can't eat the llamas because they're just too damn cute. So, how are we going to make food aside from just picking up berries that really aren't going to do the job for long? Well, we're going to be needing some base resources, then we're going to need to refine it. So, here we go. A farm. Slap that down on these lovely plains right over here. Tiny bit of wood, we get ourselves a farm. You go into buildy bird mode, then we get ourselves one farm. Someone then works on the farm, and that farm starts producing cereal. Cereal can't be eaten, but it is the starting point for making, you know, some really nice stuff, like bread. Not sure whether you actually make bread out of cereal, but like, just assume we're growing whatever we need. So here we go, a bakery. That would allow me to convert that grain or cereal or whatever into some actual flipping bread, so we're not eating into our supplies forever. Now that's great, but this is where we need to start talking about why I love this game, which is there's two ways to build a building. You can just slap it down, so you know, fills up a hex, that's just where it lives, and then when you move on to the next area, you've left it behind. Pretty standard stuff, but you can also build it being tied to a giant pile of balloons. So if it's tied to balloons, you get to pack it up, move it elsewhere on the map when you're done, and when you move on, you get to take it with you. So it's available to you immediately. In short, if you could, you'd make everything be tied to balloons, but it's very, very expensive to pull off. So, yeah, we've almost got enough wool already for that. We've got enough wood, that's all absolutely fine, but we need some, ore. Now, there is plenty of ore over here, so how about, instead of actually, you know, building the bakery just now, you actually get down, you know, a mine. Now, the mine itself could float, but mines are pretty cheap, all things considered. So, how about instead, we just slap down a mine right there. There's plenty of flipping resources every side, so that's fine. And you, meanwhile, start gathering together some cereals, because we are going to start baking at some point. We're just like, you know, doing the setup here. So you're getting the wool we need to get a floating bakery. You're getting the grain we need so that, you know, when time is right, there we go, cereal is just flying in. You're getting that down. Now we need to get 100 metal together as fast as possible. So you just start working on that. In a moment, you are going to transform into, yes, the... Okay, for some reason, like, a pink spiky thing is, like, you know, the creature responsible for mining. I don't know why it just sort of is. Now, we've also got ourselves, plenty of wool for the time being, so maybe get on with, chopping down some trees. But everything is, you know, finite. So, forests will become depleted. You're going to need to actually move on. Oh, but hello there! we've got ourselves a friend passing through. Right, so that's not us, that's somebody else. So yes, we're not alone in the world. Everybody's making their way to the eye. So we've literally just grabbed all the ore we need. So instead you go and say hello to these individuals, because visitors can be very useful. They always give you a choice. So, okay, there is a trade going on. They'll trade me. I cannot have a giant pile of ore, because I literally don't have stone. In all fairness, I was closer to ore than stone anyway, so that one's fine. Alternatively, they can reduce the next travel cost by a quarter. So, everything I need to move on would be a quarter cheaper. Alternatively, person number 4. Now, you're probably thinking, well, obviously person number 4, because that would increase the amount of work you can do by 33%. But we don't have capacity for that person. We've only got enough space on the back of the buffalo for 3 of us. If we want to have a 4th person actually working, we'd need to build an extra camp. Now, it's probably worthwhile, right? I think it's worthwhile. I'm going to accept this 4th person. So I've now got a 4th person, but until he's got a camp, he's not willing to do any work. So right now, yeah, we've got 2 people working and 2 people waiting for orders. So one of these people can be given a job, but we also need to take account of the fact these people have, different things they're good at. So for example, this person gets good at jobs faster. However, 30 fewer health points. So if this person starts starving, that's the main reason you're going to be losing health. They're going to starve very, very fast indeed. But we also just heard, yes, he's a hunter. Okay, so. In this game, you get good at something by doing it. You slowly specialise over time. So say, for example, yes, over here, let's look at your beautiful, beautiful skill wheel. Now, I know this looks a bit intimidating, but all this basically means is, as you do something, you get better at it. So, this person who I've been using to chop down trees this whole time, they now get +5 wood or +5 fruit whenever they do a basic gathering harvesting cycle. So, they're getting better at being a gatherer. And the new person we just inherited, they start off as a level 2 harvester. So not only can they hunt, the birds or the fish we might have seen around more effectively, but on top of that, they gain research every time they do their job because they're pretty good at it. Research, of course, we can invest in further tech down the line. And once you get far enough up the tech tree, you can start specialising into either hunter or fisher. So you can start creating really strong specialised sorts. So, if I want all 4 of these people to be working, I'm going to be needing, a camp. Literally a mobile camp that follows around because we all just live on giant creatures. So, it sure is useful. We saw that rhinophilo earlier. Right, new lad, this is going to be your rhinophilo. You can get on with that. So, while you're doing that, Nyonki's not going to do anything anymore because I'm already working fully. Though I believe he is allowed to move. So we can use him for, we can use him for exploration, even though he won't do a job until he's got somewhere to live. Meanwhile, even more importantly, don't forget, we have now got the materials for a floating bakery. So I'm going to slap that down right next to, hang on. I'm going to slap that down, I'm going to slap that down right here, because this used to be a forest, but now it's a plain. So you're going to get working on that momentarily, absolutely beautiful. That is where we got this guy, he'll just be on his way. You're now going to, take the rhinophilo on a balloon back to base, which is beautiful. So now we have got a rhinophilo in base, and, more importantly, we have got a bakery. So now we have got giant piles of grain, which is really good, because food is it's running out bloody fast. Okay, we need to get everybody working as fast as possible, please. You, make your way over here, fast as you flipping can, and okay. What's the right order of play here? One of you should start work on the bakery right now. Now, does anyone have any, pre-existing baking skill? Because I imagine none of you do. That's this tree over here. Just check if anyone's got any specialization. No, not yet. So, who would be the best person to potentially do it? Well, right now, Nyonki's not actually doing much, to be honest. And he's a bit of a generalist, and we've already got other gatherers who are actually better at gathering than he is. So, we may as well have, we'll have Nyonki actually doing that momentarily. And there we go. Right now, the only recipe he knows is, to convert 20 cereal into 36 food. Or he can actually turn, 20 of those beautiful, beautiful bits of fruit into puree. So that's much more efficient. But, yeah, let's go for the bread for now. So you can work on that right there. And you, my friend, yes, we need to finally get the... Oh, we don't have enough wood. Okay, harvest a bit more wood so we can get the camp down. And, get working on that. And just harvest one more wood. Fast as you like, please. Get that wood back. Okay, so now we've got that wood back. Now I need you to build the camp, which needs to be... right here will do beautifully. So as soon as you get working on that, go into bird building mode. We will have a camp. And then we will have... Be flipping beautiful. We have now got capacity for an extra person. So now all 4 people are allowed to do jobs at once, which is very important because, oh my goodness, you are now in... Okay, so apparently the cooking animal is like a cat squirrel? I guess it's a cat squirrel. And yes, you are currently cooking. Now, this place also needs wood to function. Without wood, nothing happens. So, okay. Okay. What else can we do here? Because there's a whole bunch of beautiful, beautiful jungles in this part of the world. So normally what you need to do is you need to carry the wood back to base. But if I were to build, like, say, a sawmill over here, then, they can carry the wood to the sawmill. So you can set up little, like, micro bases all over the shop. But for the time being, I don't have the wood to do anything, including baking. So we kind of need to get everybody gathering as fast as possible. So everybody starts doing some basic gathering. Please start working fast as you like, because yes, you can't produce food until wood has been delivered. So there's some wood, there's some more wood, because yes, we need wood to power the furnace or whatever, like oven, that's the word, in the bakery. So let's just get some wood down nice and fast. We just need some of that. And that place is actually completely dried out too at this point. Good. And you know what? We've got enough grain and we have got enough actual pepkins to produce some puree. So you're okay for the time being. Okay, keep your eyes on the prize here, because we've been talking so far about, sheep and whatnot. How about you as a grower? Let's see what you're actually good at now. So this is, elephant. So you've been getting good at growing, which means, aha! Now, you're good at harvesting. So I'm going to send you over here to start work on the wool. So you're going to go into harvesting mode. And now you're going to start harvesting, but you're better at it. Because that's part of the same family of growing, whether it's crops or llamas. And yes, I'm seeing one small problem we've got here, which is... we're struggling to keep up with the wood demands of the bakery. So... Okay. You move over here. We definitely need an actual... building here. We've got more wood coming in momentarily. Right. We need to get regular wood coming in, because we've kind of mined out this area. So, you get yourself down a... sawmill. Now, sawmills are super cheap, but we could have a floating sawmill. We're very close to a floating sawmill. I mean, to be honest, I feel like that's gotta be the right way to go. Go over here and harvest just a little bit more in the way of ore, while your friend gets on with, harvesting some trees. We should be making a wood profit regardless, and I think that forest just... Did we just discover that, or did that just regrow or something? I don't know. So just a little bit more in the way of the ore, and that should be... Is 60 enough? I think 60 might be enough. Yes, we can now get down floating sawmill. Spectacular. So we've got a couple of floating buildings to take forward into the next area. Okay, we've now got our floating sawmill down. So now we need to figure out who's gonna work it. Because the guy who just built it, Hoggy's not really got much to do with gathering at all. I'd rather he be good at, hunting. So instead, Wallet now needs to come back over and help. Because he can specialise in that direction. That's what he's good at. And a new caravan passes through, but I can't afford to do any of these things. So that's unfortunate. Okay, no, it's not your specialization, but just get on with harvesting the wool. We could do with some of that, and plenty more wood is coming in nice and fast. We're producing enough food to keep us stable. Food is floating about 700, and there we go. we could now move on if that's what we wanted to do. And indeed, it might be time to do precisely that, because I think this farm might be, this farm's out of resources. So, yeah, we've sort of strip mined the local area pretty effectively, actually. Now, you might be thinking, well, John, it's bloody ages till the water arrive. Just stay here and strip mine the entire place. Yeah. Small problem with that idea, actually, which is, yes, the universe sort of, it gets mad at you in a slightly vague way if you, like, you know, take more than what you're supposed to. So, potentially that might work out badly for me. But what I will do is, there is a sacred site over here. So I'm going to send you, now you've got no more farming to do, in that direction. So, okay, I can do some praying to get myself some spices. I can sacrifice 200 wool. Okay, so if I make an offering, I don't know what's going to happen, but the sacred site's now analysed. I already went to that sacred site. Okay, so that didn't actually, that didn't help me very much. Right, everyone just very quickly swap position. We're stuck here for longer than I thought. So, okay, Baker, start producing fruit puree. We've got plenty of, you know, lovely, wood. So, instead, yes, I'm just going to provide you with giant piles of fruit. So that should keep the food situation under control, and there's about to be a wildfire. Yes, this is why you don't necessarily want to hang around too long. Because, yes, vagaries happen. And they can be very, very bad. So there is a wildfire going on right now. Nothing seems to be on fire, but... oh, okay, there it is. We just spotted the fire. So, okay, the resource of the forest will be partly consumed, and if I go into the forest, that is bad. So, yeah, there's a bunch of nasty, nasty things going on right now, and we are rapidly depleting everything. Right, we just need a little bit more in the way of... okay, we got plenty of... yeah, we got plenty of that for now. Wallet, you get back on wood, but, like, not the cells that are on fire, please. Like, the cells that aren't on fire, because we should be able to very soon move on, potentially. That would be good if we could just move on, actually. I feel like this is starting to go slightly wrong. Yeah, the number of bad things is escalating, because the game's detected, hey, you seem to have what you need, and now you're just harvesting. So, okay, I think it's time for us to go. So, okay, let's be on our way here, because this is where things get interesting, because now we have to play Tetris. So yes, indeed, I don't have the stone to go in this direction. I don't have the stone to go in this direction, because yes, stone wasn't really around. So instead, time for us to go to the big sacred lake. Boom. Now I get to choose what's coming with me. So what's coming with me is as much as I can carry. So yeah, each stack of 100 somethings takes up a certain amount of space. Obviously, food is the priority. But the problem, of course, with food is when you've got 100 stacks, that's going to be filling a lot of flipping space. How about you move down over there? So we just need to figure out, yes, how we're going to make this all fit together. Because food is absolutely more important than anything else. But guess what? Buildings also fill space. If you go here, then you can go here. So yeah, floating buildings are great, right up to the point where it means you can't actually take anything else with you. So that can be a problem, yes. Can anything else fit in? I could take a handful of fish I picked up from somewhere, but that wouldn't be that useful. That's a small stack. That won't fit in, unfortunately. Okay, if I move you to here, and then you to here, then I've got myself, yes, then I can have some. I'm leaving behind 60 food, but I can take a tiny bit of wood, which will help me get some stuff on the ground faster next time. Yes, we've got not much stuff we can take with us, but I'm just prioritizing the food, because seriously, we need the bloody food, and it's going to take me a moment to get food production set up in the next place. So, now we're here, and I've only got one place I can go. I need to take... wow. Okay, I need to get 750 food, together with 150 ore, and I need a level 2 trapper. Now, Hoggy, yes, you're already a level 2 trapper, so that's spectacular, but we're going to be needing to get basically, yes, giant piles of meat. So the priority is we need to settle somewhere with giant piles of meat, and slight issue, this place is cursed. So yes, there's a protective aura. Nature's trying to defend itself from, you know, me. So as a result of that, I need to send someone over there to, you know, just wibble their handstead to calm nature the flip down and reassure nature I'm not here to cause trouble. We've also got ourselves one sacred site. 2 sacred sites next to each other. La-di-da. But, yeah, that's what we need. Birds. But ideally, we need more of them. So, keep on keeping on. We need to find so many sacred sites. Good, 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 good. So they can just give me some free stuff, but we can't settle until we find those birds, because meat is now the most important thing. Food is going down, but it's going down very slowly. So, head over in this direction, and that's fish. This is all mildly concerning. There's got to be... Oh, yes, lakes. That would make sense, sure. There's some birds. And it's still just... Oh, no, those are advanced birds. Those are good birds. I'm not good enough to harvest them. You need to be like a level 5 hunter to get them out. Okay. Getting a little bit concerned here. Okay, so best as I can tell, there's not a big cluster of birds. There's just a few birds dotted about. So, okay, this is what floating buildings are literally bloody for. So, don't worry too much about that nonsense. It's gonna be fine. Okay, we're gonna settle down over here. Right flipping here. Everything's going to be okay. Because bear in mind, we've packed up some stuff to bring with us. Wallet, I need you to get straight down over here. And yes, basic harvesting. Packed up mobile buildings. So yeah, we can deploy the camp straight away. We can deploy the bakery. We can deploy the sawmill. Deploy the sawmill down over there. Fast as you flipping like, please. Rest of you, that wood I brought along. Yeah, let's get an actual farm into production right there. And there's also sacred sites. We might be able to get some good stuff out of them. So just explore both of them immediately. So, okay. We can offer some wood. I can't afford that. I can steal, but potentially, you know, bad things. Or I can pray for just a tiny bit of ore. I'm just going to take the ore. And I can take the spice. I can plunder for 200 cereal. Or I can give you, I don't have that. So, I'll take the spice. Just do a double pray. That is fine. Alright, we got the basics set up here. Okay, we've got to start hunting. In a perfect world, we need a floating hunting lodge. Then again, I've got none of the resources for that. Okay, I'll just accept a basic hunting lodge. We need to get these guys harvested. There's like 500 right there, which is not bad. And all mobile buildings lose. Mobile buildings just took some serious damage right there because of that vagary. Right, we need to repair that, please. Get working on that. That's going to take some resources that we mostly have. I'm sure it's fine. You get working on that, please, because we need to not lose our crucial buildings. Except then we ran out of the materials to conduct the repairs with. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's okay. Just gather the wood, and you just keep working on, like, making some bread. I'm sure it's all okay. Oh, you can't, because there's no wood anymore. Right, let's stabilize before we start hunting, please. Just get over here and help out with doing some basic gathering. We need wood to, like, not die. So there we go. Now we can start cooking. Food's getting a bit scary. Food's getting a bit scary right now. So let's just get food stabilized. I don't know what collapse is, but it sounds really bad. A random building is going to lose 80 hit points, and which one was it? It was the farm. Possibly because it's one of the not floating buildings, so it's not dead, but, like, you know, it's not in good shape either. Okay, please, like, do some repairs. That's going to take 7 wood. Okay, we can now do that. These buildings, this is fine. Everything's under control. Just bring me a bit more wood in. We need wood for the repairs. This is all, everything's fine. Okay, should we just get working on gathering game, which we can't eat. We must not eat. We've got enough wood for now. You go and say hello, see what they've got going on instead. 100 food for 50 wood, that's a good deal. Or a level 2 builder. They're willing to just hand him over, but I don't have camp capacity for him at the moment. Meanwhile, what do they want? Travel costs by a quarter. They're not specific as to what sort of help they're after. I will do the trade, alright? Because, yeah, I'm getting a little bit concerned about this. Lightning's about to happen. Okay, I've done something to really annoy the gods of this universe. Possibly all of the strip mining, I'm not sure. Oh, bloody heck, my farm. Right, new farm. Right, actually, maybe don't bother there. There's 300 left. Maybe come over here. That's probably for the better. Yeah, come over to fresh ground. Now, let's talk about the caravan and research, because we've been gathering research because my people are getting better. Obviously, you can invest that into, you know, good stuff. Like, for example, here we go, a bigger caravan or backpacks. Meaning we've got 4 extra storage places 2x2. So good for carrying wool, not good for really carrying anything else. Still, I think we're just about holding together right now, because yes, we're basically building nothing but the purees, and Wallet is just about keeping us going for the moment. Everything is... Never mind. Okay, the roads have been damaged. Now, the objectives just got 20% worse. Oh, good. 900 food. Spectacular. Okay, everything's fine. How is the level of cereal? Okay, the level of cereal is good. Wallet, you need to go back over to wood gathering. Otherwise, we're going to run out of that. You need to go over to producing bread. And you, we really need to get working on gathering game. Because now we've got 900 game to gather. So there's 500 here, there's 500 there. So if we just kind of basically deal with both of them, that's okay. But that's going to take him out of the game. So now we're effectively down to 3. You notice he's not killing the birds. No, he's just using, you know, entirely peaceful magic to summon meat out of their bodies, which is beautiful. We're also going to start banking research very fast, because every time that Wallet now puts a bit of, wood in, he's getting research. Every time we bank a bit of meat, we're getting research. And also, he's going to get bonus meat. Like 94, even though there's only been, 90 taken. So he is getting a tiny bit of a bonus. And, what's that? Someone's just become a specialist. Oh, Elifie, you absolute magnificent bastard. You have now got strong enough to become a farmer. So, either more research or more grain. Well, we'll be taking more grain, thank you. So yes, now you are no longer, like, looking like this. You're now like, you're a bull. Bulls being well known for their farming ability. But yeah, here's the important thing. Elifie, you are now going to be producing the grain like crazy. Like, so much grain. Like, ludicrous grain. And that should mean we can start producing more and more. In fact, actually, the food is now up to 786. Which is really, really darn good. This is magnificently good news. Everybody is starting to get better at their jobs. So, Nyonki, you're now up to, you've got 30% efficiency, and soon you'll be able to start making hybrid recipes. So, mix in a bit of the old pepkins, you can produce beautiful pepkin cakes, or a meat pie, but we can't be giving up the meat right now. That's just, that's not a thing we can do. Now, one thing we do need to do, however, is get some, some ore. We need ore to move onwards. Now, there's not much ore. There's some over here, but not a good spot to really lay down a mine, to be honest. I mean, I could send them way up here just to go and deal with this, though then again, we could do a swing through 4 sacred sites, then build, a mine right up here. Possibly Wallet can do it as long as we can get in enough wood. So as long as we get enough wood, that'll be fine. And something's about to happen. It's almost certainly bad, to be honest. Termites, buildings adjacent to jungle, that is fine. We are okay for... Wait, what? Okay, there are birds here, but they're both, like, advanced game birds that I can't harvest. How long until you could, by the way? Oh, that's a long way off yet. So that's not gonna fly. Okay, guys, I have left you with, like, so much wood, so it's time for Wallet to go and do his thing. We're going to explore all the sacred sites on the way to doing a bit of mining, so... okay. We could get ourselves 50 free meat right away. That's not terrible. Or we could plunder for 100 pepkins and 100 meat. Though, we might annoy the gods slightly. Just take the 50. Take the 50, move straight on. Next one is, oh, it's another 15. Okay, yeah, take that. It's just more meat. This is good. This is very good. So move over here. That's 50 pepkins. Yep, take that. And then move straight onto this one. Basically, just go pray literally everywhere. We're just praying, okay? Yet more flipping meat. Love it. Okay, so we're up to 500 meat. But don't forget, we need to... you know what? While you're passing by, would you like to... Oh, if you build buildings, that's going to be... That's going to cause problems, actually, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. We need to get a hunting lodge down anyway. So that's going to cost 100. We need the hunting lodge because... Well, actually, hang on. How much is left here? Not enough. We do need the next hunting lodge because we never bothered to build, like, you know, a movable one, which would have been very useful. Right, slap that down over there. That's going to get rid of these supplies that are already on that tile, but what can you do, eh? And damaged path is about to... It's about to get more expensive again, isn't it? Yes, everything's getting progressively more expensive. Okay, at least food is now looking... Food's looking really good. And 20%. Yep. We now need 1,000 food and 216 ore. We do already have Trapper 2, which is, you know, that's nice. That's good. Everything's fine as we just continue gathering as much meat as we can come up with. And yeah, we're going to be needing a mine. So, any chance we can afford... No, not even close. I don't have the infrastructure for this. Just slap down a basic mine. That's fine. While you're up here, though, you could bring back this lad. This lad could be of use. Baker level 1! So, pie or pepkins? Obviously, yeah, we're going for the pepkin cake. Because... the pie might be useful normally, but right now we cannot justify it. So I would like you to begin working on, yes, a brand new pepkin cake. Because we've got plenty of pepkins, like, for now. So start working on that, and that is going to be beautiful. That's going to be loads of food. So there we go. That's now there. You just start working on that. We now need so much flipping ore. And how much is left here? Okay, you're done with that. You literally just cleared that out. Well, that's all absolutely fine, because now you can go over here and help with that. Good, he actually does that automatically. So go and hunt over in that direction and overwork. Okay, every pupil who works in harvesting, production, or construction becomes... Well, that's a concern. Right, we've got a new priority. We've just picked up a very new priority, which is everybody's now sick. Okay. What do we need to do here? Food is under control, so how would you like to build, like, something else? Like, say, a dispensary. So therefore we can convert spice and pepkin into medicine. That's 150 wood, which I don't have anymore. Okay, like, how bad is it really that you're ill? Like, how bad are we talking? Just out of interest. And... okay, you're the weak one, though, aren't you? Yes, you're going to be left with 20 hit points. That's unfortunate. Okay, everybody's got over all of that problem. I'm going to say got over. Most people are, like, dead or close to it. Especially Hoggy, who's got, like, less health than everybody else. So he is, like, one accident away from being dead at this point. So that's fine. Everything's under control. We've once again managed to strip mine this bit of fertile ground. There is enough space over here. Okay, I need you to go and gather some wood. Though, admittedly, you kind of may as well gather a tiny bit of wood too. Because you can't bake for the time being anyway. So, yeah, pop on the gathering clothes just for the time being. Get working on that. We need wood. Also, apparently we've discovered a new sacred site. So that's nice. Do we have enough... meat? And are you gathering... okay, now you're gathering meat in the right situation. And when you say overwork... uh-oh. Was overwork what just caused everyone to become sick? Because if everyone's about to become sick, then... okay, everyone who works in harvesting, production, or construction becomes... probably should have created medicine. Okay, how do we survive this? And when I say how do we survive this, not Hoggy. Hoggy doesn't survive this, because Hoggy's about to die. Oh, I knew it was overwork. I could have just moved them off the jobs. Oh, that's sad. Okay, how many turns do I don't have enough turns. Actually, hang on. Elfie didn't get sick last time because it's only people working in certain jobs. Okay, Elfie, you're going to survive. Hoggy's dead. John's gonna die too. Possibly John can get, you know, the necessary amount of ore back before John dies. Come on, John, I believe in you. Everything's fine, John. Come on, John. Don't die. Okay, so John died, but he died doing what he loves, which is mining. Like, I assume he loved that. In fact, yes, everyone's now dead, apart from, Elfie. So Elfie is, by nature, not a hunter, but kind of by necessity, Elfie is now a hunter. Yes. Still, on the plus side, we're gonna have, like, way less food consumption now. All we need to do is... Elfie needs to be... Oh, Elfie needs to be a trapper too, before we can move on. I mean, that's fine, because Elfie can just, you know, gather, and she will be gaining experience. So, all buildings next to mountains. Not sure we have any of those. Possibly the mine was, but we don't need that anymore, so that's fine. Okay, everything's okay. We just need meat. You are gathering the meat, and you are getting better at trapping. So Elfie is... I mean, honestly, you're picking up the experience nice and fast, Elfie. Good work. Okay, it's not over yet. Elfie is going to carry us, okay? We may have less people now, but we've also got less mouths to feed. Oh, we've also only got 10 turns till, yes, the water reaches us. So we're kind of out of time. So, Elfie, I need you to get really, really good at, like, hunting really, really fast, okay? I think you're already level 2, 5 turns. Oh, Elfie. I think Elfie's about to drown, actually. This is kind of your last chance. It's going to take several turns to hunt. And I don't think Elfie is. No, Elfie is halfway to the next. There was no alternative, was there? This is the only path. It turns out... Well, okay, let's spin this positively. I have got good news, which is, remember Wallet and Hoggy and your other friend who I've forgotten the name of? You're going to be seeing them again so soon. There it comes. That's unfortunate for you. You know, in retrospect, that doesn't even look that deep. We could have just, like, you know, learnt how to swim. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is as far as the eye. It is cute, it is relaxing, it is beautiful, right up to the point where everybody dies and you drown, because the game is also, it is brutal. It's a nasty little thing on occasion. It will just destroy you. So... yeah, you can't just try and rush it. You've got to, you know, very carefully make sure you've got some lovely medicine set up in case of emergencies. You've got, you know, floating buildings you can get yourself set up nice and fast. You're specialised. But I love the specialisation system in particular. That's my favourite bit of the game right there. How you get better by doing, and eventually you've got, you know, genius farmers just shoveling grain to genius bakers who are just mass producing bread. That's just lovely. I like watching them evolve over time. It's just a cute aesthetic. There's a lot I like here. So, yeah, had my eye on this one for a while anyway. So, you know what? Thought I may as well give it a look-see, as they wanted to sponsor a video regardless. I like it. I think it's worth a look-see. So, maybe you do too. You know I'm a sucker for a turn-based hexagon game. So, long may the genre continue. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. And this has been As Far as the Eye. Thank you very much, and goodbye.